It was a cold and silent night when the traveler followed the path that would lead to the famous vampire cemetery. Known among the locals as the Dragon's Path, the stretch of dirt that cut through the dark forest seemed more like a cursed route than a simple trail. It was said that for centuries, this cemetery held the bodies of ancient creatures who had never been buried in the conventional way. Their stone coffins were forged with the blood of the dead themselves, and legend claimed that, on nights like that, the blood of the vampires would reanimate and take on their own life. It was not a story for everyone. But that day, the traveler, driven by curiosity and fatigue, decided to move on. The wind cut his face hard, while the clean trees whispered ancient secrets. As he advanced along the path, a fetid odor began to permeate the air, making his eyes water. It was as if the earth itself was alive, weeping for the souls that had come together there. He looked back one last time, but the forest seemed to swallow everything as if there was no way back. The murmurs in the wind were now louder. Suddenly he heard something more close. The sound was of footsteps, but not of a human, something heavier and dragging, the echo of claws touching the ground. As he reached the cemetery gate, the traveler had the feeling that he was being watched. The entrance to the place was a broken stone arch, with ancient runes engraved on it that shone with a faint light. For a moment he hesitated, but the desire to unravel the mysteries of the place made him move forward. Each step seemed like a greater weight. He felt the presence of something immense around him. As he entered the cemetery, the air became denser, colder. As he walked among the graves, he could hear the sound of something scraping, something underground. Then, in front of a huge stone tomb, he saw what no one should ever see. The dragon, an entity said to be the guardian of the cemetery, loomed within the earth. With scales as black as night and glowing red eyes, it emerged from the depths, its muscles rippling beneath its skin. But contrary to legend, it was not a dragon of fire. It was a being of ice, its breaths freezing the air around it. And with its presence, the traveler felt the life drain from his body. He was before something far more ancient than any vampire or creature of the night. The dragon seemed to be the very essence of death, a being that fed not only on flesh, but on souls. The entire cemetery now seemed in motion, the tombstones trembling as shadows formed and emerged from within the earth. Vampires, monstrous and pale in appearance, emerged from the tombs, their eyes empty and their mouths salivating, eager for blood. The traveler tried to run, but his feet felt heavy, as if the earth itself wanted to keep him there. His screams were lost in the wind, drowned out by the whispers of the approaching shadows, until finally he was swallowed up by the darkness of the vampire graveyard, where death never sleeps and souls are forever enslaved. The Dragon Path is not a path to be walked by the curious. Those who try to defy what lies there never return. Their bodies are lost among the shadows, their souls condemned to wander forever. The legends were true. The vampire graveyard is the place where death reigns, and the dragon, its guardian, will never allow anyone to leave alive.